Good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Mighty Ox Trading, live trading the futures market, working on getting funded by Earn to Trade. Hope everyone's doing okay today. As I work to figure out a couple of quick issues. Restream, there we go. This is the problems with waking up and going online within 30 minutes of waking up. Okay, so let's see what the markets did overnight because I haven't even had a chance to look. Yesterday was an absolute wild day. Well, let's see what today brings. Overnight, the NASDAQ. Yes, it is freezing outside. Winter has definitely arrived. So, NASDAQ looks like a tight range overnight. Broke both the resistance points I had drew out last night, but came back up. We'll get rid of these lines. And let's see here. NASDAQ. Looking like oh, wow. I said tight range and it wasn't. It just looks like a tight range compared to yesterday's carnage. This was yesterday's carnage as it came up and then fell, kind of continued falling. But we had about 150 point range yesterday. Since the open. Okie dokie, Tiffany, that's good. I'll be here for at least 3 hours. ES looks about the same as the NASDAQ, which isn't a surprise. They've been running together. About a 36 point range, which Kappa. Okay, me and Restream are not on the same wavelength here. Give me a second. It's not showing how many people are here. Usually it does. Copper. Yep, signal on gold. Let's check gold first, see what it's telling me. Nothing great. We'll be back. Copper. So copper went up to about 443. Signal there, but I don't see it. Looks like it's going to try and come down some. About a 120 tick range on copper. Gold. See, gold also sold off big time yesterday, 48 points, which is an absolute big move for gold in a day. So far today, we've seen about a 20 point range, mostly to the downside. UltraBond. about a point and a half range. Crude oil. Oh, wow. Look at this candle on crude. I've went up $1,000 in 5 minutes. Wonder what the heck prompted that. That was just 20 minutes ago. That'd been nice to catch. And that sets the range for the day, all within 5 minutes of one another, the high and the low. About a point and a half. Natural gas. Been moving upwards throughout the night, it looks like. Right there to right. And it's just recently made its high for the day. Thinking like about a 3.5 point range. The Russell. It's like the Russell's high of the day was its first or second candle there. Coming down about a 32 point range. It's pretty big for the Russell as well. So we definitely have things moving. Some volatility, which is always good. And agriculture, soybean oil falling all night. Corn sideways, kind of barcoding. There we go. Just give me a quick check here on, make sure everything's working here. For some reason my streaming software is not giving me the Give me 1 second. I need to just, wait, lots of signals. Hold on. Don't give me that second. Let's check out these signals. ES. What was the rest? UBGC. UltraBond. Coming down. Looks like that's worked the last 2 times. GC. We're still in the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. Okay, nothing great there. ES. Okay, so we're popping up here. NASDAQ popped up a little bit ago. ES is popping up now. Pull back for 1 second. We'll see whether or not that holds. UB, yeah, kind of there. ES. Again, ES. Let's try to give us this buy signal here. Okay. Apologize. I seem to be just a little bit off here this morning. I'm not sure my software is working the way it should be. Things look a little blurry. Okay. So let's try and actually concentrate here now. Gold. Gold's giving us a short signal here. Coming down. It's very close to its daily low. It's a big move down into the third band. We're going to watch this. Big move down. That is a 16 tick candle. Into the third band, so I'm expecting a bit of a bounce. Kappa. Copper giving us a short signal as well. On the 5 minute. Oh, it's on a 5 minute. Let's go check the 1 minute, because we don't really follow the 5 minute. 5 minute gives late signals, at least for what I do. Oh, why don't they just do that? There we go. See, now, it'd be nice to get in on that signal there. That would have given us our, well, almost given us our profit target. Now it would have given us our profit target. A little bit sideways here in the indices. Gold did pop back up after that big move down by about 7 ticks. Now it looks like it might try to continue downward. It's back at basically back at the level of that candle. This could be an entry. So this signal in the UB would have been good as well. Technical issues at the time didn't let me take it. I shouldn't say would have been good. It would have gotten 3 ticks so far. So you can see earlier short signals on the UB would have definitely been good. ES, Let's see what the ES is telling us again. Huh? ES keeps sending us signals and then like teasing us, and you can see here on the ES. You see this red line here? It's not bright red, it's kind of dark pink. But you can see here it's come up and pierced that line 3, 4, 5 candles out of the last 8. Each time it sends a signal and then reverses. So now it looks like it's reversing more than it has been. Natural gas, gold. Let's check out both. We'll check out gold first. Ooh, so big bounce here on gold. So that would have definitely been a bad signal to grab. Now we have an opposite signal. It's already up 5. Wow, it just jumped. Natural gas. We're still on the 5 minute. Let's get to the 1 minute. Natural gas. Been kind of spotty even overnight. Usually it's getting more volume than this. This must be a holiday week thing. And crude. Look at crude last night. And we see it finally fell. But it was in this range. This was like a 20-point range. I'm sorry, 20 tick range. While I was on stream last night, it just never, it finally broke out of it. But I mean, you can see how long it was in this range all the way down to here before finally breaking out. Signals just like every few minutes. But it seems like came down, but even so, it's still very choppy before finally busting out here. Get rid of these support resistance lines here that are just kind of in the way. So let's look at copper overnight, because copper is my favorite. Let's see how we would have done. I chart out all the trades. See here, this buy signal was the last one I would have taken before bed. It didn't. It failed. But this short signal would have been great. I wonder if I would have been smart enough to reverse there. Probably not. Let's check out the NQ. 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 It's flirting with a short. It's kind of sideways. So continue charting out copper. That one would have worked. Wouldn't have taken this one. Uptrending band coming down into it. So I would have skipped that short signal. Next signal I would have taken was this long, which obviously would have worked. Would have again not taken this short. Would not have gone against the trend. Fortunately, I would have taken this short, which you can see fails spectacularly. Not have taken this buy signal. It was piercing the third bands. I expected this pullback. Eh, would have taken this short. Maybe I would have. Yeah, I would have. I can't say I wouldn't have. Which also would have been a loss. This buy signal would have been iffy, but it was above the SMA line and not piercing that third band, so I probably would have taken it. Did pull back, but not enough to stop. Wouldn't have been enough to stop me out, and it would have went to profit. Let's see what that signal was that is accidentally knocked down. Gold. Let's see what gold's doing. Gold's sending us a sell signal again. I start getting a little nervous when it starts doing this rapid fire signals, opposite directions, kind of S pattern. Again, I would not have taken this short signal because of uptrending. SMA line. And once it broke downward, I might have been interested, but I probably would have just waited for the next short, which was here. And it actually would not have gotten to our profit target, but would have gotten enough that it would have moved my profit target to break, well, about 6 ticks in the profit. So it would have gotten out about right here. Then this strong move downward here, I would have got into. What you can see is actually goes into this one that we just had. So, and that's copper overnight. So let's see. This will have been a couple of ticks, so we won't count that. 1, 2, 2 and 2, 3, 4, 4 and 3, 5 and 3, 6 and 3. Not sure why I plotted that one. I wouldn't have taken that one. 6, so 6 and 3 since open. Taking forever to save. There we go. Am I having internet issues? Ooh. Yes, I am having internet issues. How is the stream quality? Can anybody tell me? Is there anybody actually on? Shows I'm only getting 3.77 megabytes per second. Or megabits per second. Supposed to usually getting 200. Hmm. Okay, signal on NQ. Coming up just about on the 8 o'clock hour. Should see some increased volume. There. Guess my mind's not working this morning either yet. Couldn't think of that word. I don't know why. Kind of odd. I say it quite often. So for now, I'm just charting, waiting for some opportunities and waiting to see if the internet improves. 87 millisecond ping. That's not a good sign. Crude oil. Oh, crude's been squeezing here. Now it's starting to head downward. You can see it's been heading downward. It doesn't look like it. See, this is one of those interesting moves I talk about. This sent a signal here, and it started going up, but pulled back. This is almost always happens. If you get a signal as the SMA line's coming down, it would have been good for like a 5 point scalp. But usually I want to wait until the first pullback and then it breaks through the SMA line again and then goes. So this would have been a good signal only if I wanted to wait. Did the same thing here. Buy signal, came up, it pulled back, did it twice before it finally went. Wouldn't have taken that short signal. Would have taken this one. It looks like it would not have worked. This buy signal I would have taken. And we have passed the 8 o'clock hour and we really didn't get any signals, so this might be a slower day. Usually things start waking up. Best part of waking up is a little crude oil in your cup. Yes, so there's a signal. Yes, it's trying to pop up. My internet being so spotty this morning, I'm kind of a little bit nervous to actually take trades. I mentioned how much I hate Comcast. Again, we see here this is the third time we've seen this now as I'm charting out the overnight. Long signal into the SMA line, pulls back some and then goes. So yeah, this would have been a good trade. I probably wouldn't have taken it. Now, if I've been paying attention and gotten in here or here, that would have been excellent. I mean, gives us over 60 points. Wouldn't have taken this one. That one would have worked. And here it did it again. Although, this is where it kind of fizzled. So, that's where we're at on the NASDAQ. Not a very clean night overall. Oops. NG, ES, NQ. We're on the ES and the NQ, and I'm not really seeing much. Natural gas. Not seeing much there. Natural gas and copper. So you say copper's popping. A popping copper. Going to downtrending bands. Strong move up though. Uh, it's a good question right there. Let's find our copper chart. And by the magic of the internet. It appears on screen. Okay, we're in on this copper trade. Should have waited until it bent those bands more. We'll see. Down 2 ticks right now. Do you see it's coming up into the SMA line on the 5-minute? I've been trying to ignore the 5-minute a little bit more because it seems like it costs me more trades than not. But so we'll see whether or not this can get above. There we go. Now we're seeing some positive forward movement, or we were. Oop, pull back 3 ticks. Gold. See what gold's doing. Gold's pop coming up somewhat too. Gold did make a new daily low. This would be a good signal, of course. We're now back. We're now down 4 tick, 5 tick, 6 ticks on this copper trade. So we're down 6 ticks. Stop loss is at 12. So we're halfway there. Oh, now we're down 100 bucks, which is 8 ticks. So this is going to slowly stop us out. Came into this morning up $91. So it looks like this trade's going to wipe out our profit. But it's not done yet, so we'll see. It's trying to bounce off the SMA line here in the 1 minute. See what the DOM looks like. Oh, we're just stopped out. So I guess the DOM doesn't matter. $150 loss. Good way to start the morning. ESNQ pulling back. It's been wavy here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So I'm not real enthralled with that either. Copper sending us a signal in the opposite direction. So that was a really interesting fake out there. Big move up, broke the SMA, came up. Maybe it went too far into the bands. I shouldn't have taken it. I don't know. That might have been a mistake because I was on stream and wanting some action. Stupidity on my part. Crude with a big move up here. So here, gold, I didn't take this short signal here, which ended up biting me because this one didn't work, but this one was in the band, so that's why I didn't take that one. And then this one reversed. The band was already downtrending, but the fact that I got three in such a short time made me kind of worry that it was kind of going. So I should have taken this. This would have given me easily the 3.5 points I'm looking for at this point in time. So, live and learn. I took the trade that didn't work and didn't take the trade that did work. I don't know if copper's going to continue falling. Part of me says I should take this short signal. When something just burns me, though, I don't like to just jump back in the opposite way. So we'll watch it, though. And it's probably going to go to my profit target. Oh, wow. What did I do? Yeah, that's what I wanted. 20, 15. So it looks like metals are heading downward, or at least copper and gold. Yeah, we have seen the same thing on platinum. I don't have silver up, but I could. Oh, bonds are also heading downward. They're making new daily lows. Is it another sell-off day? Let's check out what silver's doing. SI. One-minute chart. Silver was selling off. It's been a long time since I charted silver. That's a pretty big move down. It's trying to bounce. Speaking of UltraBond, buy signal here. See, it was deep down. Looks like this might be where it's trying to bounce. Up to the SMA line here. Wait, that was a 2-minute chart. That's why it was like, what? Downtrending bands, so we'll wait to see whether or not it pulls back to give it a little bit of breathing room before going. Uh-oh. Oh, still getting signals. Copper. Copper just reversed right again, so that would have been a bad signal. We'll stay out of copper for now while it decides what it wants to do. What was that other signal again? UltraBond again. So I should have taken this. You can tell I get hesitant after I take a loss. This would have been already going 5 ticks. 4 ticks, I'm sorry. Towards 7 ticks. Also hesitant because of my internet. I'm expecting it to go down. You can see here my speed test here is not. No, now it's starting to pick up a little bit. Normally I'm 200 to 300 and I'm getting 6 or under 6. Earlier I had a ping of 87, now it's down to 25, so things might be improving. And this UltraBond trade did get our 7 ticks, so that would have been a good trade. And we're seeing an uptick here. Maybe Comcast is fixing whatever the issue is. Still slow.